In this video, we're going to cover 10 real questions that we've received from people who are actually looking to move here. And a lot of them are very common, so the answers might be helpful to you as well. So stay tuned. What's up, everybody? This is Greg Corbett with the AZ Lifestyle Group right here in Phoenix, Arizona. If you're looking to find out everything you need to know about what it's like living in and or moving to the Phoenix metro area, make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell so you can be notified whenever we post a new video. We are helping people from all over when it comes to finding the best place to live here, and we absolutely love it. So if you have any questions or need any assistance whatsoever, make sure to give us a call, send us a text, shoot us an email, however you want to get a hold of us. We got your back when it comes to moving to the Phoenix metro. So we're going to answer some of the common questions we've received and maybe a few of the random ones, and hopefully there's some information in there that can help guide you in the right direction. So let's go ahead and get started and jump right into it. All right, so question number one. What do people do when it gets so hot out during the summer? You know, that is a really good question, and it really depends on who you are and what you like to do. I think realistically for most of us, you know, even when it gets hot during the summer, everybody just kind of lives their day-to-day life. You don't let it affect you too much. Obviously we have, or a lot of us have swimming pools for a reason to cool off. There's a lot of places that you can go to. Every place has air conditioning. You tend to stay inside a little bit more. You tend to take more trips, getting out of town, whether that's heading up to the mountains, heading over to California, heading down to Rocky Point. I think the heat will wear on you a little bit, but for all the people that are coming from extreme cold during the winters, the heat doesn't really bother them that much. Question number two, is there a water shortage in Arizona? So that's another good question as well. I don't claim to be any kind of expert on the subject, but Arizona seems to have done quite a bit to set themselves up for the amount of people who are moving here, all the development that is happening, and there is what looks like to be plenty of water for a very, very long time. One of the websites I find and like to share is ArizonaWaterFacts.com that will kind of take you through our water supply, where it comes from, what the history has looked like, usages, our management of it, how it has changed throughout the years. And it goes back to this 100-year water supply requirement that must be proven before land can be developed. From my point of view, there is a lot of research that has been done to make people feel confident that we're in the right direction, but do your own research and make the decision that's best for you. All right, so on to question number three. What are some popular places for the family to have fun? So I think most people ask this question when they think about the summers here and they think about, okay, what can I do with my family when it's hot out and you want to take your family somewhere? What can you do? There are a ton of really cool museums here. The Phoenix Zoo is still around, and although it does obviously get hot during the days, you can get there earlier in the morning. There's a lot of ways that you can go check some places out, not have to spend too much money. There are, you know, plenty of places you can buy tickets to get into inside that are fun as well, but there are a ton of parks and there's a ton of things that you can do to have a good time. Question number four, where are the best school districts in town? All right, so this is a super common question for those of you who are parents out there for good reason. If you're moving to Arizona, you want to try to put your kids in the best position possible, put them in the best schools, highly reviewed school districts. Thankfully, there are some great resources out there online. One that I tend to use is greatschools.org. I think it gives a ton of information that is helpful for parents who are looking to figure out what might be the best potential place to live for them, what schools are available, how they're rated and reviewed, and you can take a look at all schools within Arizona that might be the best fit for you. Question number five, do I need to have a home or job lined up before I make the move here? So I think the preferable answer for most people would be yes, to hopefully have a situation set up where you know where you're going to be working, you know where you're going to have a place to live, but easier said than done. And I'm finding a lot of people are basically just saying, hey, we're going to go out there, we're going to take a shot, and we're going to make the move, and we'll figure out how everything plays out once we get there. And I think there's been a lot of success with that from what I'm reading, talking to people about it, talking to current clients about it. So yes, is it scary? Absolutely. I think I would be in that same boat as well. It's a scary situation to have to go out there and just kind of figure it out. It also forces you into action. Not easy currently in the market we're in when it comes to finding that house you want, but definitely possible and doable. And obviously you want to be prepared financially before you make any move like that. So question number 6, to kind of go along with number 5, should I buy or rent first when I move? So the buy versus rent question is definitely going to be a case-by-case scenario depending on your situation and what factors you're working with. From a pro-buy side, I think it's obviously a good way to get in, try to lock in pricing so you're not paying what is accelerating on a daily basis right now when it comes to the purchase price. So you might be able to lock in a price right now versus renting for a year and paying a lot more later. On the rental side, if you're on the pro rental side, it gives you a chance to kind of get to know a few different neighborhoods, kind of get to know the area before you make a decision on a purchase. All right, so question number 7, do the grocery stores charge for plastic bags here? So short answer, no. We do not have any laws in place that allow the grocery stores to charge for plastic bags. It's funny actually how people get so excited about this question online from what I've read. A lot of people are moving from California, maybe from Oregon. I know Colorado has several places that charge for bags or have basically banned plastic bags altogether. You know, from my point of view, I use plastic bags and then I recycle them. I know plastic is a major issue when it comes to filling our landfills and oceans, and I'm a big believer in trying to prevent that as best as possible. I do use them, I do recycle them. My wife's a big believer in not even using them at all and just bringing her own bags to the grocery stores. All right, on to question number 8. Does Arizona still have the speed traffic cameras out there? Okay, so this question might be for people who may have visited Arizona. There were speed cameras set up on a lot of the freeways, and a lot of the cities just had them out on the streets all over the place, basically designed to get you and find people like crazy. I know they were not popular and still are not popular at all. They removed the majority of them. All the ones on the freeway were removed many years ago. There are still places like Scottsdale and Paradise Valley where you still have a few little bands that maybe will get you with photo radars, that type of thing. So they still exist in pockets, so you still have to watch out for them in certain areas, but for the most part, they've been eliminated in Arizona. Most people can tell you where to avoid them. All right, question number 9. What is a haboob? It is basically a huge dust storm, and now anytime we have a dust storm, everybody calls it a haboob. A haboob is one where it basically goes across the entire Phoenix Metro Valley. It is far and wide and reaching, and causes some pretty major dust and wind and sometimes rain with it. We do have a monsoon season, which brings in a lot of dust storms every year, but when it comes to an actual haboob, which everybody throws around a little bit too much now, I'd say one every few years, if that. Question number 10. How difficult is it actually to find a home right now? All right, so it is currently March of 2020, and we are definitely experiencing a pretty crazy seller's market at this point. So if you're coming down here probably anytime in the near future, then it's definitely something you want to be prepared for. There is a very large lack of inventory right now for the amount of buyers that we have coming in. I'd say the same thing goes with the rental market. There are very few homes available for the amount of renters that want stuff, and especially in the what are considered affordable range. So overall, I'd say my best advice is to be prepared, do your research, and make sure to connect yourself with a pro so they can help guide you in the right direction. All right, so hopefully we've been able to guide you a little bit on a few of the common questions that we see when it comes to moving here to the Phoenix area. That being said, I know there are a lot more questions to be answered, and we're going to do our best to help guide you with those. And again, we are helping so many people when it comes to finding the best place to live here, and we absolutely love it. So make sure to give us a call, send us a text, shoot us an email, however you want to get a hold of us. We got your back when it comes to moving to the Phoenix Metro. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video.